David, a young carpenter in Nazareth, felt lost. His heart was heavy, burdened by life's troubles. Work was slow, money was tight. He felt alone. Every day David prayed. He prayed for a miracle, a sign, anything to ease his troubled soul. He had heard stories of prophets and healers, men touched by God, performing extraordinary feats. But David struggled to believe. Could such power exist? Could it touch a simple carpenter like him? Hope felt distant, like a flicker in a strong wind. One day a new name echoed through the marketplace. Jesus, a man from Nazareth, they said, returned after years away. Whispers followed him like shadows, whispers of miracles. The blind could see, the lame could walk. Even the dead, some claimed, had been brought back to life. David listened intently, his skepticism battling with a glimmer of hope. Could this Jesus be the answer to his prayers? Could he be the miracle David so desperately craved? The thought both terrified and exhilarated him. He had to see this man for himself. The synagogue overflowed with people eager to hear Jesus speak. David found a spot in the back, his heart pounding in his chest, and then he saw him, Jesus. His presence radiated a quiet strength, a humble authority. His eyes, filled with warmth and knowing, seemed to see into the depths of every soul in the room. As Jesus spoke, his words resonated deep within David, words of love, of forgiveness, of hope. And then it happened. Their eyes met. For a moment, time seemed to stand still. David felt exposed, seen through completely. But there was no judgment in Jesus' gaze, only compassion and understanding. Later that day, David found himself face to face with Jesus. He wasn't sure how it happened, but he knew he needed to speak to him. Words tumbled out of him, filled with his despair, his fears, his longing for something more. Jesus listened patiently, his gaze never wavering. When David finished, a profound silence filled the air. Then Jesus spoke. His voice, soft yet firm, touched David's heart. He spoke of God's love, a love that knew no bounds, a love that encompassed even the depths of David's despair. He told David that he was not alone, that his struggles were seen and understood. Peace, like David had never known, washed over him. The encounter transformed David. The heavy burden he had carried for so long lifted, replaced by a lightness he hadn't realized he craved. The world seemed brighter, the sound sharper. He felt a renewed sense of purpose, a fire ignited within his soul. He returned to his carpentry, his hands working with a newfound passion. He saw the beauty in the wood, the potential in every piece. He found joy in his work, a joy that spilled over into every aspect of his life. David realized that the miracle he had prayed for wasn't about changing his circumstances. It was about changing him. It was about opening his heart to the love and grace that had always surrounded him. It was about finding faith, not in miracles that defied logic, but in the miracle of God's love, a love that could heal even the most broken of hearts. The true miracle, David learned, resided not in the extraordinary, but in the ordinary moments infused with faith, hope, and love. And that, he knew, was a miracle worth cherishing.